Have you ever wondered why Avatar: The Last Airbender feels so real and awesome? It's all about epic CGI, super cool moves, and a world that feels like you could live in it. So let's find out how this show blends magic with real-life vibes, making every scene pop off of the screen. Okay, so let's talk about something you've probably noticed but never really put a name to. I'm talking about the Marvelification of ATLA. I mean, have you ever wondered why every scene feels like it's straight out of a superhero movie? Well, that's because just like in Marvel films, ATLA is all about that perfect blend of epic visuals. We've got characters who look like they've never had a bad hair day, and action scenes that make you sound like Owen Wilson on repeat. I mean, just think about it for a second. From Aang's airbending to Zuko's fiery showdowns, it's like every move is choreographed to perfection. And it's all mixed with CGI that's so good that it blurs the line between animation and reality. It's like the characters in their world have been given the Marvel treatment, making everything look super polished and, well, real. But here's the thing, it's not just about looking good. This whole Marvel-like makeover brings ATLA's unique world to life in a way that's both epic and relatable. It's about creating a universe where bending the elements feels as natural as swinging from skyscrapers does for Spider-Man. And just like our favorite Marvel heroes, the characters of ATLA face their challenges with a mix of bravery, humor, and that all-important hero glow. So why does this Marvelification matter? Well, it's really simple. It makes ATLA not just a show that you watch, but a world that you want to be a part of. It's what hooks you from the first episode and keeps you coming back for more. And let's be honest, who doesn't love feeling like they're stepping into a superhero movie every time they tune in? But hold up, have you ever wondered how Team Avatar pulls off those epic bending moves? Let's break it down. It's all about the perfect combo of real martial arts and some serious visual effects magic. The choreography in ATLA isn't just super cool moves, it's like a whole language. Each bending style matches up with the real-life martial art, making every water swirl and earth rumble feel authentic. The creators didn't just make this stuff up, they brought in martial arts pros to make sure that when Aang takes to the air or Zuko throws down some fire, it's actually legit. And then there's the cream of the crop, the piece de resistance. I'm talking about the flashy effects. This is the secret ingredient that turns those martial arts moves into bending mastery. This isn't just your average special effects work. The FX team here takes those authentic moves and cranks them up to 11, bringing water, earth, fire, and air to life right before your eyes. It's this insane attention to detail that makes you feel like you're right there with the gang, bending the elements. But here's the kicker, it's not just about looking awesome. This combo of top-notch choreography and visual effects does something special. It connects us to Aang, Katara, Zuko, and the rest on an entirely new level. Their bending isn't just about fighting, it's their hearts and souls in action. And luckily, we get to go along for the ride. So the next time you're watching ATLA and a bending battle kicks off, just remember the incredible work behind those moves. And that, my friends, is what makes Avatar: The Last Airbender a masterpiece of visuals. Now let's zoom into another aspect that makes it a feast for the eyes. I'm talking about its visual brilliance. Now this isn't just about cool bending moves. From the get-go, ATLA treats us to visuals that are just mind-blowingly stunning. And it's not just the action that gets all the flair. The entire world of Avatar is bursting with color, life, and detail. Just think about the lush landscapes of the Earth Kingdom or the icy beauty of the Water Tribes. Every scene is packed with colors and details that make the world look and feel alive. But here's the really cool thing, right? Because ATLA's visual magic doesn't just stop with pretty landscapes like other shows do. This show really masters the art of using visuals to help tell its story. The way the characters move, the expressions on their faces, and even the clothes they wear all weave into the narrative. And the animation and the effects, it's so fluid and expressive that you can almost feel the characters' emotions jumping off the screen. But what's truly brilliant though is how all of these visual elements, the detailed settings, the vibrant colors, and the expressive animation come together to create a world that's immersive and real. It's a world where every frame tells a story, and every detail adds to the adventure. This visual storytelling is about drawing us into the Avatar universe, making us feel every triumph, every setback, and every moment of friendship found along the way. Are you as hooked on the magic of bending and the heart of every adventure as I am? Well, why not keep the spirit alive? Make sure you hit that like button to show some love, share this with your fellow fans, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on any of our other epic dives into the worlds that keep us dreaming. Let's keep exploring together. And let's ask a fundamental question. How does a show about kids controlling elements feel so real? So here's the thing, the secret, the trick to the magical sauce is all in the details, folks. Take, for example, the bending arts. They're not just flashy moves, they're grounded in actual martial arts. See, water bending's got the grace of Tai Chi, and earth bending hits with the strength of Hungar Kung Fu. Fire bending? Yeah, that's all about the explosive energy of northern Shaolin. And airbending? That's just as elusive as Bagua. This genius move by the creators gives each bending style a real-world anchor, making every fight scene a dance of discipline and power. Not to mention footwork. If it was me, I'd probably fall over myself at least 5 or 6 times trying to do something basic. But here's the cool thing, because Atla's reality check doesn't just end at martial arts. The show is a cultural treasure chest, blending inspirations from all across the globe. From the Fire Nation's palaces that shout out to Imperial China, to the Water Tribe's outfits nodding to Inuit cultures, Atla is a world tour in animated form. Now, let's talk about the heart of the show, its characters. Talking about their struggles and their triumphs? They're just about as real as it gets. Zuko's search for redemption, Aang's weight of the world, Katara's strength and compassion. These stories tug at our heartstrings because, honestly, they very closely mirror our own. It's this mix of fantasy and reality that makes the characters feel like old friends by the end of the series. Now, while we've been talking about the elements that make Atla feel so real, from its martial arts-based bending to its cultural richness and emotional depth, it's time to see how it compares with the visual marvel that is Avatar 2. Now I know what you're thinking. Is this guy confused? Doesn't he know that there are 2 different types of Avatar? Of course there are. But the reason that I want to bring this up is because Cameron's film takes us to Pandora, a world that's really lush and vivid, and it feels like you could really reach out and touch it. Now, his use of realism here, right? It's all about pushing the boundaries of what CGI and motion capture can do, and it helps to create an immersive experience that's sometimes second to none. But here's the kicker. Atla's realism isn't just about the visual wow factor, it's about connecting with us on a human level. It's the way the show blends fantasy with real-world themes like friendship, loss, and the fight for balance that makes it feel so alive. Every character from Aang to Zuko goes through growth and challenges that we can see ourselves in, making their world feel as real as our own. But on the flip side with Cameron's movie, it's really just a whole bunch of special effects and eye candy. There's not really a lot there that people can connect with on a personal level. And it's not just because the movie's mostly focused on aliens. It's just simply because there's too much of a focus on the visual and not enough on the storytelling, in my humble opinion. That's why personally, I feel that Atla is so incredibly realistic and engaging. Because we have everything from the meticulous martial arts choreography to the breathtaking visual effects and all the deep cultural roots. And it's clear that this show goes beyond just flashy effects to bring us a world that feels alive and tangible. Whether it's the detailed world building, the lifelike characters, or the way the elements move, there's no denying the realism that The Last Airbender brings to the screen. So what aspects or elements make the world of Atla feel real to you? Share your thoughts in the comments down below. And don't be afraid to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and click that little notification bell so you'll be updated as soon as we release new content. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.